Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. I would like to make a quick, simple video for those who are still learning about automotive technology, or they just want to understand when they go to the mechanic or the shop and they tell them that they have a problem on steering. They tell them that they have a bad tie rod. Here you can see example how tie rod looks like when it's brand new. And I will show you on this 2003 Toyota Tacoma 4-wheel drive how you can test on the vehicle if your tie rods are good or bad. She's today here in my shop for a detailed inspection, and surprisingly, believe it or not, when I started that inspection with the test drive, I couldn't feel or hear any problems with the tie rods on the front. And I will say it's probably due to the fact this vehicle is lifted, and therefore it has, by its nature of the lift, it has pretty harsh driving feeling. And this is how you can check if your tie rods are good or bad when the wheel is up in the air. So if you grab the wheel on 6 and 12, you will be checking for the bearing play, and there's none. You didn't hear any play, any clicking, and I don't feel any play. But let me show you what happens when I will test the steering, which is grabbing at 3 and 9. And please give it a listen with me. Do you hear that? It's pretty loud, isn't it? There is huge play. And in this case, we are talking about outer tie rod or tie rod end, because there is also inner one which goes inside of the dust boot and it's connected to the steering rack. So this is the outer, and on this wheel it has a large play in this ball joint, and you will see it in just a second. Let's go to look on the other side, which is good, and see how quiet it is. Here we go. As we said, there will be bearing 6 and 12 o'clock. Absolutely nothing. This is 4-wheel drive vehicle. And also this side, the steering, if you will listen and I will feel the plate, there's none. I already checked. You see that? It's perfectly steady. If there was any play, don't get confused, you might be moving the steering wheel already. It depends on the make and vehicle, but here it's tight. I can see this side has no problem with the steering. Everything is fine here. Looking on this vehicle, we have that steering rack, and this is the passenger side, which we said is good. The tie rod is fine. Here is the inner inside, and here will be the inner hidden underneath this dust boot, and this is the outer, which is bad. I will set you up on the tripod and you will observe this detail that the play is really right here in this area. Okay, I will grab that wheel. Let's see. Hopefully it will be perfectly visible for you. Can you see that large play? I will try one more time with more detail. And this is very bad. That's a large play. And I did recommend it to the customer to replace this part immediately. And why we just don't come back and look at the failed part up close. So can I still show that there's a metallic grinding? It's completely loose, that ball joint, and it's jumping up and down. Normally the brand new one, you barely can move this, there is so much resistance. Let me cut this rubber dust boot off, and that will give us better view of interior. And this is what I just discovered inside after cutting off the rubber dust boot. Look at this, guys. There is a dust. It's just a dust. So there was a lubricating point right here on the bottom, and there was a chance to use the grease gun and squeeze grease inside of this ball joint, but as you can see, it didn't happen. It dried out, and this is basically dust, dirt, and metal shavings, and there is a huge play in that ball joint. Therefore, it had to be replaced today. Imagine that that ball will pop out of its seat, and that will cause accident, possibly accident, could be fatal. So these are very dangerous items, and they need to be maintained. So look at that. Fascinating, isn't it? Now you are expert on the tie rods. Congratulations, you are welcome. And here you can hopefully see what I meant with a grease gun and the maintenance of the ball joint. So this little nipple, that's connector, you hook the gun to it, and that allows you to use this pistol grip right here and basically pump the extra grease as a maintenance procedure. Pump the extra grease inside of this unit. We remember there was a protective rubber dust boot holding on it, so you basically from under you fill it up with the grease, and that will not prevent this happening, but it will prolong the life of that tie rod, and definitely greatly it will change the life, prolong the life of it, if that was done periodically. I hope everybody can now understand what it means if the car repair business tells you that the tie rod needs to be replaced on the vehicle. I hope you enjoyed this video, educational video. If you did, please always give it a thumb up and make sure you are subscribed. I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend.